Okay,
I see no apple said.
Rabbi Tzvi,
You are up. All right, so we're on 256. First reading.
First do a word.
Oh, second reading.
Second reading.
Should I do second? Like, moment?
No, do that. Just think you.
Okay, give me a spot. Shiny.
5, 6.
In addition to the sabbatical year, the land must be given a rest every 50th year. This is known as the Jubilee year. At the beginning of this year, fields purchased during the previous 49 years must be returned to their original owners. Therefore, when a person sells his field, he must reduce the full value price according to the number of years that have elapsed since the previous payable year. So I always like this mitzvah because it means that no Jew is essentially homeless. Because even if he made the worst material mistake and he gambled all his money away or whatever it is, comes the 49th year and his property comes back to him, which is a beautiful thing because it gives people that opportunity to restart and it doesn't allow them to sink into a hole that they can't climb out of. So I really, really like that mitzvah actually. I don't know if you understand what it relate, but that idea that you're not extended credit more than what you can afford to pay.
Shunning. Old people.
I really turned out to survive it. I wouldn't have to be secondary.
Never.
It's 50 years is like a lot of time. It's not like you start like every like 5 years. You do okay in 5 years, like I'll be rich again. 50 years is what people usually have. That's how like once a lifetime. We saw one of them, and I mean, they look very young and even none of them. Just, I don't know. Who are carrying down the influence. Mr. Shalom Achayevil, Kana Me'ez and the Seth of the Gamer, the Yikra, Kate does not. God instructed Moses to call the Jewish people. You must purchase it from your fellow Jew according to the number of years since the previous Jubilee year. So basically, that's how much it's worth. So basically, that field, when you sell it for the 49th year, it's worth a lot less than if you sell it 10 years ago.
What's the word? Accountability. So I like what you said. It's for sure good that a lot of people have gambling issues, and you still have a second chance. The second chance, obviously, yesterday was based on Shady, but I think at the end of the day, we still have to have a sense of accountability. Meaning, let's say like 10 years or 5 years before you're able, it's like, hey, who cares? I'll gamble away all my property and I'll just get it back. Even though, the terrorists are being nice and it is giving us a second shot. But at the end of the day, we still have to help cup and we still have to have that accountability that just because the terrorist is giving us a second way out, trying to help us, still we have to have that sense of accountability that not just to throw everything away and, hey, the terrorists can take care of me. And I think that also that's accountability with fathers is a important concept, I think, because there are a lot of people and a lot of situations that we could be in that it will definitely help you. Other people will definitely help you, and a lot of people will make it easier for you. But then, as you move on, let's say those people are not there, whatever it is, just because you had that help before. Later, you might not have that help. So accountability is
Yovel. Yovel is the word that
But the mic.
you just have to speak up. You can't hear me? You can hear me?
Not better.
Okay, so when we have $1 million, we'll buy another thing.
but the mic.
The mic is working. Looks like.
Don't hear the
Okay, but we also risk it unplugging. Do you want to try? I think to pass this around so that at least it's closer to it. Okay, let's try again.
Hello. 50. Getting to pass this around. It's 50. Right. There you go. Speak now.
What was your name?
Huh?
What'd you say, Fred?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't say.
I don't know. What?
Whatever comes to mind, it doesn't have to be actual.
Fire.
Fire.
Snap that.
Where do I read Todd and Moses?
49 years.
The 49-year period of the seven Sabbath cycles followed by the Jubilee year parallel to the annual 49-day period of the 7 weeks during which we are to count the days from Passover until the holiday of Shavuot, the annual relieving of the beginning of the time. So yeah, we're almost that long over. Crazy how fast it went. And I was just thinking that like this is like at halftime, like in basketball games, like everyone sits down, like they talk about the game. It's like kind of like that. Like everyone's just like sitting here, like giving their own opinions. It's like.
All right, it's Rabbi Yosken.
I see saying it went down because you don't hear. Okay, so if you want to understand what I'm saying, that's what I said. Let's take a year's life to know when I say I don't hear. Why?
Rabbi Yosken, you want to do a word? You want to do a word also?
What?
You want to do a word?
I don't know. Before you say a lot, Mike, you say a lot better. Okay, the word. I do the word. 1 second. Which word I'm holding? Which word?
May Ace.
I don't hear. If both people said together, so I don't hear. I didn't hear clear.
May Ace.
Okay. So later I realized both of you said mace. Okay, mace. Wow. Dead. Okay. I like to say that I read the Daily Wisdom before I came here. My wife asked me what I see me learning. She said, "You learn with the guy?" I said, "No, I learn for myself. I read before I come to this to see what we're talking about." I know this one thing. I learned to see this. I just tell you one thing. A very powerful thing. All the time you learn when people tell you, all the time, that you're going to do something because somebody else told you, you will hate everything. You will not be yourself. So I realized the whole idea that you repeat something, that's why I said also, you have to know that I don't hear. Not because I want to know that the listening, you're not going to get it till you're not going to hear by yourself. Then you say, okay, I understand what you're talking about. So that's where you learn to see this also. What happened is, I'm upset about Hillary. It went down. He was working for his uncle and he said he took vacation. I hope he took vacation when he made a time. Sometimes you have to be consistent. That's what he says over here in the evil. You have to be consistent till God gives you everything. You have to be there all the time. Till after the 50th is not counted. The Abishah gives you without plan. So I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to and it's funny when you guys speak experience, it becomes my reality. It's funny. When you tell me a real story, what's happened to you, becomes my reality. It doesn't make any sense. It should be my reality when I experience. No. There's a point when you speak about, so when you become real, all of us, then we're going to get it. Then we're going to get the Yevel, the concept. Everything is so real because we are together real. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi Yosken. Mendel Siegel.
said
You hear Mendel?
You want to give him a word?
You might have pressed the camera instead of the, or you might have gotten a call. You don't have a call. All right, Schneider, go ahead. Oh, Mendel, you there? Oh, no. Yeah.
Ted is just listening. Today he's not talking. He's just listening. He texted.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Rabbi. Go ahead.
Yeah?
Let me set.
Sound.
Which way?
Stop. Yeah, in the annual account from Passover to Shavuos, the final 50th day is observed but not counted. This is because the annual revealing of the giving of the Torah is a divine revelation that we cannot attain on our own. Is a divine gift. Similarly, the jubilant year is observed but not counted. The same reason, nonetheless, the divine revelation on both Shuat and the jubilant year occur only in response to our having counted the preceding 49 days or years, respectively, in which we ascend through all the levels of divine consciousness that we can attain on our own. Next.
Morning. Yesterday. You don't say yes, because I was thinking, like this morning, I was standing outside thinking in my head, I'm going to sit here fetching how hard it is to get up in the morning because yesterday the whole day we were busy. And I see tree rolling up. I'm like, oh gosh. Like all my excuses go right down the drain. I was there from the morning standing there in the sun. So I'm like, thanks for being here. I guess it sucks and I just can't be right. Those we see that with regards to fulfilling our divine mission, God grants us that beyond whatever we can accomplish ourselves, provided that we invest our maximum effort to accomplish what we can in our own. I think that's what Iyar was saying, that when you listen yourself, when you do anything something yourself, that's when you hear it. So I'm saying the same thing when you sometimes in life you get everything done with help or through someone else doing it for you. But when you have that, when you put in your maximum effort, and then you realize that you accomplish so and so you feel much more accomplished yourself. And usually, a lot of times you realize that you just did something that you thought did before you couldn't do. So I believe that's a great thing to take out of the cloud. A lot of people that like relying on other people instead of doing themselves, or they do a half job when they take a job here. We're saying you got to invest full commitment and maximum into it.
Emptiness.
What?
Emptiness. This is the most tired I've been in any 5 hours. I'm very, very tired. Okay.
Oh, very sure. Give me a bigger note to pass. What's the word? Cafe. What? Cafe? Yep, that's not a word.
What's the word?
That's no way. Can't give me a letter. Give me a word.
25.
Maya. You see?
There you go.
No word. Cafe, but hey, look at that test out of the line. Jessica, good morning. You hear me? Exactly, because I'm talking loud. Everyone has that loud voice. Some people have louder ones, but everyone has that loud voice. So like, I have a friend, no names, and he doesn't talk loud. So I'm like, yo, scream. I just put him on the spot, you scream, That's good. You need to tell him that. Yeah, I'm tired as all of you, besides C, but like, just gotta talk loud. Phil Yaska's the one that can't hear, but I feel for him, That's Yaska, man. At least I'm so much. Scream. Here. You like nothing to read. Drawing down the infinite. In the sea for showing. No, I'm gonna pass. No. Not for me. Always got all that. So much.
holy words, that's not right for that, but we proceed.
Tezvav. Tutu. You know what a tutu is? It's that little like pink dress that ballerinas use. So it's like old Jewish woman that says a joke on YouTube. She says, "Why is it tutu called tutu?" Because the one was too small and the three was too big. Anyways, so yes, that's called a tutu. Drawing down the infinite. God is like the most to tell the Jewish people, you must purchase it from your fellow Jew according to the number of years it's in the previous Jubilee year. Rabbi Yosef also told me that it's a good idea to read the source. We're going to read the source on the bottom. Or Torah V'Yikra, volume 2, page 605. Look at the sentence volume 3, pages 976 and 996. So, it will Zargin that, I have to figure out what I wrote. I think that at a certain point in life, it's very interesting. It's I think it's practically impossible to see somebody else's perspective, like to really see it how somebody else sees it. Like at a different age, like the classic, don't waste your time in yeshiva, right? It's impossible. It's like a stupid thing to say because you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it until you're later, so you can see it. So I think that at a certain point, what you think is the most important thing in life kind of changes. Like maybe about your kids.
Shunning. Maturity.
Miss.
You said Mispa?
No, I just said something.
Mispa, happiness. So what I wanted to say was it's pretty cool how it came together. What you were saying, there's no way you knew that. Like that's really what it's saying. Like, accountability, and then the miracles happen. It's like you can't just. It's interesting how God operates. God's saying you give it your best, and then when you give it your best, God takes over. That's when the miracles do happen for those who try. Like there's that interesting combination. It is true that it is never too late, but it's never too late just means that if I keep pushing it off, it does get harder. It's just like, I guess whatever it is, habit and different things. So it's interesting what it's saying here. There's a power of infinite, but in order for the power of infinite to be drawn down, I have to do everything that is within my finite power to do. So it's very empowering. It's very empowering to know that if I give it my best, God gives it His best. Like wow, I could do that. Even though even though all I could give right now is $15 to start. If I give that, then Hashem gives His infinite blessing. Like that's pretty huge. Like that I could trigger the infinite just by doing my finite. Me be me, God be God.
So everyone's talking about exciting yesterday and everything. I think one cool thing that I realized, I didn't go. I should have probably had enough excuses. Is that probably would have been best if I did go. But one of the cool things that I saw is usually when you go on studying, the one mindset of going with studying is your pasha going to help other get into mitzvahs, and then maybe then bring them closer. Obviously, that's the ultimate goal, but the main thing is just to help them do mitzvahs. And sometimes you could go on with saying, and you do so much, but what actually sometimes you feel like not that much came out of it. Sometimes, like even though a lot obviously did, sometimes you feel like it's whenever I was there, I did what I was supposed to do. But what actually happened yesterday was actually cool. I was sitting in the shulchan office, and the guys came back and would say, and I personally feel like the shulchan probably gained the most out of that saying than anybody else there. There were so many Yidden, and he was touched doing Mitzayim, and not only was he doing tefillin, he did matzah, not just matzah, 10 pounds of matzah, and it's just interesting to see that sometimes our guys, the guys that we're going together to do Mitzayim, sometimes you could be affecting them the most.
Morning.
Morning. Morning. How you doing?
Little. Read a little bit. 49-year period of 7 sabbatical cycles followed by the Jubilee year parallels the annual 49-day period of 7 weeks during which we are to count the days from Passover until the holiday of Shavuos. The annual reliving of the beginning of the term. It's one paragraph, right? Yeah, I think another cool thing about this time is that some of the guys that say no, they just say no for not for stupid reasons, but they're saying like some of these guys, all they need is like you to greet them with a smile. Like that's what I realized about too. Like we'll ask someone if they want to put on film, the guy will like flick us off. 2 minutes later, I turn around and T's like unwrapping the guy, and it's like me and T asked the guy the same question, but T just has that whatever. I don't want to ask T. Pass.
Take that.
Thoughtless. That's so good here, man. Alright, guys.
Are we asking?
Okay, so I will speak to you about the action. What the word?
Yeah, I'm just reminding you.
Word? Which word?
May Ace.
Again. Even. Okay, but by the way, Mace and Tom is the same word. And I'm not going to go over this and by. But I want to tell you an experience that what we spoke about, what we're speaking now, it's so brilliant that you give everything with God and gives you back. So I tell you experience what I did. I was behaving like God. I didn't even know. So Noach, I had made up with Noach something, with Noach Wilansky. And Noach, he had many reasons to hate me. Many reasons to hate me. And he didn't. And even I promised something, I didn't keep my word all the time when he just keep it nice. He didn't, nothing. So God responded. He didn't have a choice. It's not me, not related to me. And by default, I really, what I made up, I kept my promise, not because it's me, because I am a source of God. You know, I'm coming to a point that I don't know why I'm doing things. So when you trust me, I do things. When you trust each other, we do things. When somebody speaks, you listen, because you learn from everybody. So thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Mendel, you're able to say a word or share your thoughts? No. Okay.
Ace? Safa. Brother. I guess we'll read again. In the annual count from Passover to Shavuot, the final 30 days observed but not counted. This is because the annual feeling of the giving of prayer is a divine revelation that we cannot attain on our own. It is a divine gift. Similarly, the Jubilee year is observed but not counted. Same reason, nonetheless, the divine revelation, both Shavuot and in the Jubilee year, occurred only in the response to our having counted the preceding 49 days of the years, respectively, through which we ascend through all the 11 divine consciousness that we can attain on our own.
So I guess we're gonna say we stopping with the head split. Let's see. Well, we're not gonna elaborate. We're gonna elaborate. No, but it says those we see that regards to fulfill our divine mission, God grants us success. I really think that is like yes, his whole part. Like you don't want to go on struggles. You want to go with time. It's like you got Nathan pushing you like when are we leaving? And you're like, you know what, we got to do this. And you go there and you just get there, and then you realize that you start doing what you got to do, and it happens. It just happens. And you see the talk of that Hashem sense. Yeah, no, the general was amazing. I remember like he was saying, I got to go home. And we're like, he was ready to give me a little matzah. We're like, but there's like 10 pounds of matzah. And he's like, okay, so we'll get out 10 pounds of matzah and go home. And like, he brings a whole white box. And he just starts giving out of that. And just remember, we didn't see him like for an hour. We just see everyone walking with matzah. Like the whole park is walking. We're talking about hundreds just walking. Yeah, and I mean, the matzah was mad parts. You have always seen them from Yidden that they don't think they need Chabad and they think they got everything figured out, and they're like, and you're like, matzah, it's a change. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, fine, we'll take some too. But yeah, in general, it's a really cool thing when you put in the effort, especially for divine missions. Meaning it's something literal, you try, you wrote, and you get involved.
Mm-hmm. And big list to say. First of all, I had something to say and I forgot why I wanted to say it. That's a struggle. You have to work on that. Like this thing up. Well, Yasko was saying basically, I can say in detail obviously because whatever, but like, yeah, like I had every right in a way to hate him because I just feel like explained like I couldn't hate him or like not hate him, but like get really pissed off. But I wasn't because like that's my opinion because I believe in God's plans and everything fell into place. So I really try to bring it, the past like couple weeks in Jets, been really, I feel like Yuska now because if you guys don't know if you know Yuska or not, he could say that like he looks at people, everybody in their own individual way. For the past 2 weeks, I've been looking at like Shluchim students, teachers, like how they react, how they talk, and I legit see their like personality, and it's fun to see. I go around over. If you really like remember what they did, and I see it again, it's like it's not default, it's automatic. Yeah, everyone's unique in their own way. Like it's crazy, whatever, and. It's too short to say this. So I'll say this next time. I didn't see a word. Oh, okay. Next to it. Okay. Above. Tezvav. Tasmania. Tasmanian devil. Wow. Okay, so what I was kind of finishing off saying last time, it's a little while ago. Saying that like our priorities kind of switch over. Switch. I actually would like to ask him next week. Please say you could say it. And I'm actually really amazed at Noah's sensitivity to Rav Yaska. He's making sure that you can hear, and he's passing the mic, and he's being very on top of my turn. I think, by the way, Shana also means new, right? Renewed. I think so. So interesting of both times you said old. I think Shana means cool, huh? Because you're saying like Shanim, right? Like old, like someone that has a bunch of things. I thought that was interesting. Also, the first time we were saying about the property that go gamble away and all the property. But the truth is that the value of the property goes down, like we said. A few years before the thing, the value was like, oh well, gamble away my whole house. Like, the house is worth 10 cents. So that's a very big thing. So I guess it works both ways. Like it doesn't let you lose. It's a pretty cool thing. What you pointed out. And the idea of changing your nature, and then Hashem changes your nature. Like
Rising asked, and I was driving the Rising this morning. I told him, the word is the mitzvah. Wow. good.
So no, we just have the same.
So I know I like it actually. It's the same word each time because I keep thinking misspelled. Anyway, so I was coming home, driving home last night. And I was thinking like, what gave me so much strength the whole way home was when the lines were stopped and everyone was waiting to go in. So I was giving this whole presentation. I was giving out to the woman my wife's business card. I was like, call her to join her for her classes, and some woman in the middle of the line was like, "That's a good husband," or like 4 words. "That's an amazing husband." And another woman was like, "I was thinking just that." And like that compliment like gave me so much fuel for my day. Just like, wow, I'm that, like amazing. And really like even driving home, I was like reviewing the whole day. I was like, that woman, her 4 words, she has no idea what she accomplished. It was so free. It didn't cost her anything. And like I was just amazed at like 4 words said in a complimentary way. The power of it. So I know Rabbi Isaac's on this a little bit. I feel like he's causing waves of compliments to come my way. That's just like that. Like, thank you. I hope I can live up to it. But anyway, it is powerful just to see that bring that out. So thank you.
I was by your bris people. All those people. Remember your bris. You're an amazing husband, you're an amazing father, amazing teacher, amazing person.
Iyar. The summer. So a little bit on the line of perspective and whatever, all the other good stuff we're talking about. In the summer, basically the kids there's one situation that one of the staff have to do that none of the staff really want to do that specific thing. The way back we were talking about it, blah blah blah. And I think what we came to is whoever does it is going to make the best out of it. And it's sort of along the lines of perspective. It pretty much is perspective that you put it into. It's mindset, perspective, and it's got a good point. We had I don't know if anybody knows Yossi Brisky. He does Uteg and Elitera. I remember something he said that just stuck with me is you could go on the best trip in the world and the kid could go with a bad attitude and it's not going to be a good trip. But he told us a story once that they got stuck on the side of the road. They were there for 4 hours by a gas station and they bought water guns and ice and they made the best trip. The kids came back and that's the one trip that they never forgot. And they still come back to him and tell him. So the part is wherever you go, even if it's a bad situation, as long as you go with the right mindset and the right perspective, it's gonna work out.
Hey, well, 50. Which paragraph are we holding at?
Last one.
The last one. Thus we see that with regard to fulfilling our divine mission, God grants us success beyond whatever we can accomplish ourselves, provided that we invest our maximum efforts to accomplish what we can on our own. So yeah, as soon as you realize basically that you're putting yourself aside and it's not like yesterday I was thinking to myself while there was one point where there were like 5 people putting on tilling at our table and there were like another 5 people already waiting for the next guy to take it off so we could put it on. And the one part of me was telling me like it's beautiful, this is amazing, like we're doing great work. The other part was telling me like the same way I'm here wrapping this guy up, if someone else came, they would also be. So it's like on the other hand, like you it's not really your success, so to say. Like it's just a lot of times it's just coming straight from that past.
Same word again?
Oh yeah.
I saw it somewhere.
Which word? Which word?
Fast riding.
For which word?
I think techno. I still don't know what that is. But I was
So
thinking
which
about
word? What's the word that you said?
techno.
For which word? What's the
Fast riding.
what?
Gastritis.
Gastritis? Okay.
Okay, so I saw this picture of Sweet's house, like, and I like it a lot. It's like a picture of like one guy looks like happy and the other guy looks like scary. So and it's like they're both like rabbis, but like one like is super creepy and like I have a picture of nightmares of him. He's super scary, like actually. And one guy looks like sweet, like super sweet and like harmless. And then like so like it's like the Chassidus Sahara and like the Yitzhara. So like what like the Chassidus Sahara is basically like Yitzhara, but he tries to be Chassidus. Like he's gonna try to tell you like let's go on YouTube to watch like the Rev video, and then then you like slowly start to watch other things on YouTube, like on recommended videos. You click on that, and then you like watch YouTube for like 2 hours. That's what we were writing about yesterday with Zirkin about Zashani and the second chances and all that. So the Chassidus Sahara like really tries to trick you. He's like, let's stay at the Fabringan, and then you'll wake up late.
Rabbi Yaska, your word is me'ace.
That's the third time. The third. This is very important to be the third all the time. Chain reaction. So I want to tell you something that I just want God in my conversation. I tell you how. Because I didn't learn today in the morning with the Wilkes-Barre for no reason. Just my body has a system that didn't learn. So today I told God, you see, if I would learn with the Wilkes-Barre, I wouldn't be here now. It's possible. So don't tell me I wasn't consistent. I make myself consistent even if I'm not consistent. Basically, you have to use your brain to a relationship, not to smash yourself. And I want to tell you something very crazy. Buy yourself a friend and stuff. I don't know if I can tell you that, but I want to tell you one thing. When you look at your friend, you have to buy him. If somebody looks to you not nice, not ugly, not handsome, put an earring on his nose, put an earring on his ear, put some a mohawk in his head, or make him a king of England, or just put him in a perspective that you like him. Add some things on his body or some information that can turn you on. Oh, he looks like this famous actor. Oh, he's the king. So I can see Reb Tzvi is the king. I can see him as a king. So that's why he is the ultimate beauty.
Thank you, Rabbi Yaska. Brother.
I feel like we never read the first paragraph all the way to the top, the second reading.
Go.
In addition to the sabbatical year, the land must be given a rest every 50th year. This is known as the jubilant year. At the beginning of this year, fields purchased during the previous 49 years must be returned to the original owner. Therefore, when a person sells his field, he must reduce the full value price according to the number of years that have lapsed since the previous year. Fine.
Say something. It's your last chance, I think, today.
Not a man of many words. Since you didn't notice, I'm not a man with many words. Don't have a lot to say.
We got anywhere. A yid. If that was coming from the press part, where like someone else could have done it. So if it helps, then if you would not go on the side, then people that did not come to the table, you have to schlep them. They wouldn't be put on the table anymore. Generally, you cook on Fridays. If you can go on the side, nobody else will go. So he drives on Friday usually, like 99%. So, but if sometimes even though someone else can be doing the exact same thing, practically talking, they don't do it. So yeah, because everything in life you can technically say like, if I didn't do it, then someone else probably would have done it. Practically talking, I mean, most of us probably have a scenario. We know that it was not our job, or it wasn't really our. No one else was doing it, so they went and they did it. Either arranging a sports game, which is a vibe for bringing something that we do that it's not my job, but we did it um, because you want it to be everyone else will do it. And that's something in general. That's my point, right? Like the rabbits and jets, you can see that that's their vibe in general. Yeah, I don't even know. Forget about the paychecks and everything that's not happening. Just pretty cool things they don't have to do. They're still the ones doing the incoming, making things happen. And that's general good life.
Right.
You like ventriloquist thing.
Vayika. A word in fact, Vayika. Well, we're calling you.
Same word.
That's the word. Jeez. Vayika.
Jeez, bro.
Up the entire time until 5 sleeping. Halfway through 5 sleeping, my tongue yesterday. I had on that edge of my tongue. I really sleep with the tongue.
What? What did you do? Oh, jeez.
Jeez, bro.
Cafe?
Like cafe. Tom was receiving something. It's just what we got. I'm gonna start with the Rebbe. A Jew once asked the Rebbe, Isaac knows this, I want to become a chassid of yours, but I know I will never be able to wear a hat and search him. Can I still be a chassid? The Rebbe replied, every Jew who wakes up in the morning and asks himself, how can today be better than yesterday, is my chassid. So you just gotta wake up and yesterday was great or bad, but today's greater or worse or better. Just the harder step, you know? Like 2 rounds ago, so about 30 minutes ago, I think we're talking like a waist or something like that. I can't really remember, but basically I really took this line because I was in Jets. I made it up, but basically it was like, it wasn't a waste, but I feel like I could have done more. Like I always say, oh, I wasted Jets, I wasted the year. But no, you didn't waste it because you did succeed in some ways, whether you see or not. It could be goals, it could be personal things, but like, yeah, you could have done more 100%. Unless you really did everything, but I don't see anybody who really did everything. There's only so much you can do. We did something around the table that I feel like it should be done because, like, struggling in the world that, like, recognition that everyone is complimenting C or Isaac or Duske or everyone around the table, right? And it should be good because, like, yeah, we should definitely, like, count the positivity around.
100. 100. Thank you very, very much, everybody. I really do appreciate every single person's effort. Go ahead. Miaska, what did you want to say?
I feel so bad. I feel so clear each one, so I can't respond to the people. I don't know the names.